When has someone's victim act fallen apart? I was at the coffee shop with my laptop when this woman asks if she can have my table since I'm just sitting there. I had been there for an hour working and had my stuff spread out. I politely said no, I was still using it. She points to her elderly mother standing nearby. My mom needs to sit down. I offered to help find another chair, but she wanted my whole 4-person table for just the 2 of them. She gets louder. You're being selfish, hogging this big table alone. I explained I got here first and was working. The barista glanced over but didn't intervene yet. She starts pacing around my table like she's marking territory. I come here every day and I've never seen you before. I told her that didn't give her claim to any specific table. She rolls her eyes and walks back to her mom. 2 minutes later, she returns with a different approach. Look, I'll buy you another coffee if you move. I declined again. This is ridiculous. You don't even have any food, just a laptop. I pointed out that laptops are allowed and I'm a paying customer. She scoffs and says working in coffee shops is pretentious anyway. Then, she tries the guilt trip. My mother has bad knees and you're making an old woman stand. I suggested asking the staff for help finding seating. The barista finally walks over to see what's happening. Before he can speak, she launches into her complaint. This person is hoarding a table and won't let my disabled mother sit. The barista looks confused because there are actually 2 empty chairs at the counter. He points them out. She waves him off. Those don't have backs. My mother needs proper support. The barista shrugs and walks away. Now she's making it everyone's business, telling other customers how rude and inconsiderate I am. A guy with headphones pulls one out and says, maybe she should just take the counter seats. She snaps at him to mind his own business. She starts hovering right behind my chair, sighing loudly every few seconds. When that doesn't work, she begins narrating my action. Oh, look, now they're just scrolling social media. Definitely not working. I wasn't on social media, but I wasn't about to dignify that with a response. She keeps up the commentary. Some people have no consideration for others, especially the elderly. A woman at the next table finally speaks up. Ma'am, your mother looks fine to me. This sets her off completely. How dare you judge my mother's condition? You can't see invisible disability. Now she's lecturing the entire coffee shop about ableism, while her mother stands quietly by the door. She marches back to my table and slams her purse down. I'm not moving until you do the right thing. I told her she was welcome to stand there all day, but I wasn't leaving. She pulls out her phone. I'm calling corporate. This is discrimination against seniors. The barista comes back over and explains they can't force customers to give up tables. She demands to speak to the manager. While we wait, she continues her public shaming campaign. Everyone look at this selfish person making my poor mother suffer. Some customers start looking annoyed, but at her, not me. One teenager mutters something about entitled Karens. She hears this and spins around. Did you just call me a Karen? That's harassment. The manager finally appears, a guy in his 30s. She immediately launches into her demands. He listens patiently, then explains their seating policy. First come, first serve, and customers can stay as long as they want. She's not satisfied. So you're choosing profits over basic human decency? The manager offers to help find alternative seating, but she refuses. She wants my table specifically or nothing. That's when the elderly mother walks over and taps her daughter on the shoulder. In a perfectly strong voice, she says, "Sweetie, I told you I don't need to sit. I just finished my yoga class and my knees feel great." The daughter's face went completely white. The mother looked at me apologetically and said, "Sorry, honey. She gets like this when she doesn't get her way." The manager's eyebrows shot up. "So there's actually no mobility issue here?" The mom shook her head. "She just liked your table better than the others." They left with the daughter speed walking ahead, while her mom just shook her head and waved goodbye to everyone.